like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Washington football team and the San Francisco 49ers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. A solid stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Tannehill. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll try again with Jones. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ronald Jones taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on 1st down. Walker, 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40. Past the 20.
Ain't doing nothing.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Washington on third down.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Punching it in from a yard away.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
And does Washington have it? They do.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Travis Kelce in the final seconds of the first half.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson rolling to his right. First down and more for Jackson. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Play action. Now Jackson.
And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now it's Tannehill.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Caught. Kelsey, left side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Tannehill on 3rd down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Adams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Now this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. And this is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Buying time to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play. Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, An excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Watt. And some room to work. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Jackson now. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Tannehill, his throw incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. And the ball is knocked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jackson. This is caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Going with a big fullback wide. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derek Watt taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Tannehill to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Open man is Edwards. He's got him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.